We've heard that from other contestants who've said that when they've raised these issues with Tara McWilliams, they've been told, look, if you're not happy with your match, suck it up. We're here to make a TV show, we're not a dating show.
That wouldn't surprise me. I've heard Tara say, I don't care if you're happy, we just need your story to evolve. You're here, you've signed a contract, your ass is mine. I've been told that my ass belongs to her so many times. Just, yeah, that does not surprise me at all. They control us all, and they've got like means, like if you've worked in your life and you've established something to make yourself something for your children, then they use that, against you, so that, you could lose your job, you could lose your house, you could lose all your property, all your assets, because you've got assets. If you don't, then what have you got to lose? You've got to lose your dignity, your pride, everything else. So not only are you going to lose that, if you've also worked, you're going to lose all the stuff that you've hoped to leave to your children.
Well, you were there till the end, you've had first-hand experience of the whole process. If this show continues, what do you fear could happen?
So, someone will die. Someone will die if I really hope, and I think, 7's my lucky number. I didn't go on 3 years ago. There was a reason. Maybe the direction or the production, the way that it's started to get produced now has changed from what it was like 4 years ago. I think that they got a new producer, director, executive producer, and the format that makes it so explosive and so worth watching has now changed. I feel like it's kind of a sign that I got on now. I feel like I don't want there to be another season. Not because I want to be the last person or the last people on this series, it's because I think for people's welfare. Like, these people are going on thinking, oh, they're Insta famous or they're whatever, but they don't realise what we've had to actually endure for up to 3 months. Like the sleep deprivation, the lack of food, the alcohol, like lack of water, like sitting in a tent, a hot tent for hours, like just making you wanting to fume.
All these things designed to ramp up the tension, ramp up the drama.
Gosh, yes. But I had also been spoken to at length by the executive producers, quite harshly, about, you're not acting like yourself. You're not allowed to leave. You will not leave until you start acting like yourself, the person that we employed, and that you basically you sign the contract, your ass is mine. So be yourself and let the story play out, and then you get to leave.
How brutal were they?
Oh, you get called a cunt all the time. Like, seriously, and I'm okay with the word, but my husband on TV, Steve, he hated the way that he got spoken to one day. Like, they were actually, it was like everyone was naughty. Most of the class were naughty. And they got locked down for a period of 2 or 3 days where they weren't even allowed to step out of the room. They wouldn't, so most of the cast, except for 3 of us, weren't allowed to leave their room at all. There's something definitely wrong in that whole process. And I don't think that wouldn't we get ratings even if they matched us with somebody that we would love?
And they need to listen to what you're saying?
I think they do need to listen to what people are saying, and stop this. I don't know if this happens on any other series, probably Bachelorette or Bachelor or something like that, but I just think that it's just too much. And I think that Big Brother's coming back on, so God knows what those people are suffering with. So I don't know. I just think that there's a point where making money from someone's misery and their demise, their personal mental demise, is that, I don't know, I don't think I could do that.
Looking back at that experience, I know it's a stupid question, would you do it again?
Entering the experiment, what I thought that I was getting from the experiment was definitely not what I got. If I knew what I know now, I would never put myself through this process ever again. Never, ever would I. And if anyone said to me, would you do this, or said they wanted to do it, I would highly recommend that they don't, to the point where I'd try to stop them applying for the process, because I think that what I applied for and what I got are two totally different things. Am I grateful for what I've learnt? Yes, I have to be grateful that I got the experience and learnt what I needed to learn, but I think that what I learnt needs to be shared. Somebody needs to know this needs to be stopped. The only person you ever hear in this whole process is Tara's voice. Tara is like, it's Tara. John the expert doesn't talk. It's Tara asking the questions in the ear. So, you know, she already knows what's going to push your buttons because you've spoken to the psych, you've spoken to the doctor, you've spoken to the babysitter. So she already knows what is getting fed back to them. So she knows what buttons to push and what's going to cause a reaction. So, yeah, she's the puppet master and we're the puppets. The stuff that that I saw, that I had to endure, what I saw other people endure, was something. It's not cool. It's actually not okay, and someone that can go to sleep at night knowing what they've done to destroy this person during the day, I just don't know how that happens. Sometimes you try to think, oh yeah, she's a mother and she's this, but really, how does she live with herself? I don't think any of us were matched to actually work. I think we were matched to make a reality TV show and to make ratings. They matched us perfectly for that, but they didn't match us for what we had asked for or for what we thought that we needed or what we actually needed, the type of person we needed to support us. Like I'm struggling to actually work out when duty of care actually started or they were enacting duty of care. I'm still waiting for that moment. I wanted to leave so many times and you can't.
You can't.
You just aren't, until your story is told, unless your value has diminished, then you do not leave. You leave when like you're boring or when you've like when you have nothing else to offer. You know, I had a few girlfriends that I could call and speak to who had said, Michelle, this place is killing you. You need to get out. You need to get out. And I'm just like, I've got a plan with Steve. I've got a plan with Steve. You know, we're going to leave. We're going to leave at the next one. And that would always come unfoiled, like some way, like we didn't get out. This is something that is very difficult for a human to endure. I think if we were in prison, we would know we're in prison. Or if we were prisoners of war, we would know what we're expecting. But we're going in thinking we're getting married to the love of our life, to our true love, and instead we're just getting told to bend over and get fucked by every person we actually meet, like anyone. This has to be the last season, the end. This has to be the end, and I don't want anyone else to have to endure what we had to endure, and maybe not make it. Because it's not just us that are affected. Our family and our friends are affected as well. So, you know, they have to watch us come back as different people. They have to watch us break down throughout the process. You know, Connie's mum had to watch her, see her daughter as an empty shell when she came to see her. Like, of course she's angry. I feel that the production, they must have they can't have blinkers on. That they might have their blinkers on, but they have to see what's going on. Because, yes, I've got a voice, and I had a voice beforehand, but thing is, I've got a voice particularly because I'm passionate about, I really think this needs to end. The show must not go on. It can't go on anymore. Find a job that you can actually go to sleep and sleep well at night. We're actually humans, and the thing that we're going to be judged by all of Australia. Okay, we put ourselves there, but we didn't actually realise what we were doing.
So you didn't know what you were signing up for.
We didn't know what we were signing up for. So we've put ourselves there, but we didn't know. I thought that I was going to find my true love kiss. I really did.
Well, they've got their weddings. What comes next? Maybe the funeral.
Oh God, that's terrible. That's quite morbid, but like, you don't know. You don't know. I just hope that no one goes that far. But there's a few people that I'm not worried for myself, because I've got like my family, I've got my support network, and really, you know what? People are going to love me or hate me. I really don't care. But I do probably to some extent. If my family gets affected, definitely. But yeah, there's some people that have no one.
Well, we'll see how it plays out. It could be a funeral for Married at First Sight. Time to put a fork in it, maybe.
Mm.